Hey, my friends, I hope to see you tonight for a lot of laughs at the Remedy inside Finger Lakes Gaming and Racetrack. That's right. Tonight, June 20th, the comedy caravan rolls in with me, the hilarious Doug Phelps, and our headliner, the one and only Greg Owens. It all begins at 7, and all you need is a valid ID. Oh, and you got to be 18. So 18 years old and a valid ID. Come on in. We're going to have a lot of fun at the Remedy inside Finger Lakes Gaming and Racetrack tonight, beginning at 7, the Comedy Caravan.
BTB's wood-fired pizza and grill in the Mall at Grease Ridge.
Let me take a moment to tell you about my buddy Mike Mack and the incredible business he runs with his lovely wife, Kelsey, called Mack of All Trades. Yeah, the guys that built our studio. And they can build you one, too. Or maybe you want an accessory dwelling, or some call it a she shed. Mack of All Trades has got you covered. But maybe you're thinking, Bill, I don't need a studio or a she shed. I just want my bathroom door to close properly, my kitchen faucet to stop leaking, and the drywall in the rec room fixed because, well, the kids were wrestling again. Guess what? Mack of All Trades can handle all that, too. They'll get it all off your plate quickly, professionally, and reasonably. All you have to do is call 585-202-9218. From handyman jobs to full bathroom remodels, she shed creations, electrical work, carpentry, you name it, they do it. The name says it all. It's Mack of All Trades. We're loving our studio, and you'll love whatever Mack of All Trades does for you. Call them at 585-202-9218 or visit mackofalltrades.net.
Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Route 96 in Victor.
Well, in this episode, we start out by telling Kevin and Dan about a message I received from a listener concerned that I have a stalker and that men get stalked too, and this could go sideways.
If it escalates, it's a great pod.
So we contact Monroe County Sheriff Deputy Hurley to talk about stalking, and then I ask him if he's seen a specific type of crime around here, because I'm reading about it happening in other parts of the country.
No, okay. But thanks for putting it in people's heads.
I was just thinking. We talk about a study that says the average American over 45 feels 12 years older than their actual age. So what do you do to feel younger? Bill Belichick. We know what he's doing.
Yeah, it does make me feel young.
Yes.
It does make me feel good.
Yes, it does.
Like for me, the 90s never really stopped. I'm not joking.
Plus, we talk about parenting other people's kids and a closest to the pin version of Name That Tune. It's all coming up right after this. Cobblestone on Main is ready to kick off the first day of summer in style. Celebrate the start of the sunny season with delicious food, cool drinks, great vibes, and air conditioning. Come on, you know you want some air conditioning. We've had that heat dome for a while. But let's make this summer unforgettable at Cobblestone on Main. Where are they? 109 West Main Street in the Village of Webster. Craft cocktails, upscale bar, great place for date night. Really delicious food, some of the best nachos I've ever had. I'm telling you right now, they don't get soggy because they use a wonton chip. Oh, yeah, they got big brains over at Cobblestone on Main. 109 West Main Street in the Village of Webster.
When your old career gives you lemons, throw in some ice, mix in some vodka, and call it a podcast. From the Mack of All Trades studio in Fairport and driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Well, hello, hot people. Oh. Jumped the gun.
It's all right.
Jumped the gun in my own thing.
Walked all over the post.
Thank you for... Thank you for supporting the pirate ship. Tell a friend. That's how we spread the word. And thank you for supporting those that support us, like our friends at Cobblestone on Main. Kick off summer with a little air conditioning. Suck up that air conditioning, Danny.
It's beautiful. I don't want to hear anybody complain about the heat, though.
So hot, Danny.
Oh, gosh.
It's so hot.
How hot is it, Billy?
I saw a squirrel fanning his nuts, Dan.
Oh.
I saw a squirrel fanning his nuts, Kevin.
Wow.
So hot. I saw a robin removing a worm with oven mitts.
Oh. I gotta go.
What are you talking about? Oh, it is hot, though, today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's another hot day. I love it. I
love it, too. 9 months of cold, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to hear you bitch for the next 3 months. Well, I got a health problem. Yeah, so do I. We all do. Tough crap. Get over it.
I prefer like a nice sunny and 75-ish.
Yeah,
well, we all do.
I don't need my drawers to be wrung out every night.
I kind of like this, but the weird part is like everywhere is sort of air conditioned. We got the studio taken care of and all that.
Yeah,
so.
beautiful job by Mac.
Yeah, come on, man. Mac of all trades taking care of Billified for sure. So, I don't know if the heat makes people a little crazy or
It does.
not. I've seen some weird things happen around town. Did somebody shoot a bus driver with a BB gun? They got a video. They have a picture. They have a picture of the bus doors open and a guy pointing, and he shot the bus driver of a city bus. Right? Yeah.
I thought you were talking about what happened to Fisher yesterday.
No, that was that was just overreaction of people with
AI,
prop guns.
AI thought it was a real gun.
Well, yeah.
I'm glad it works.
Yes. Hey,
it works.
it works. That's
I
good.
work with a company out in Huntsville that actually does that stuff. They can spot a gun anywhere.
Really?
In your pocket, everything. The problem is that where would you market it to? Well, schools, right?
Yeah.
Except the school boards are like, yeah, but this weakens our position with the Democrats. I'm not joking. This is what they told us. So they can't market the gun control stuff to schools because it weakens their position. Because now, all of a sudden, if you see a gun and you could control that, somebody has a gun and you could stop the perp, then it's okay to carry guns. And they don't want that. They want to eliminate guns completely. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
Sort of. Most places, like even in states where you have carry, like Florida, they have no gun zones, like in hospitals. They don't want.
Oh, yeah.
They say it right there. So I would assume maybe schools would be the same. No, I don't know.
Yeah, but
I'm
schools can be
assuming.
the same. But like you have a Sandy Hook situation, somebody doesn't care what the rule is. They're going to
Right.
walk
Well,
in
then
with
I
one.
want the AI.
Right,
To let us
exactly.
know. And
But the school boards are actually against it because
That's a weird.
if it works, then we should have open carry. What's the problem? We have the technology that stops the crime, and their whole thing is they just want to eliminate guns. Period.
No, yeah, but I find that argument to be odd. I'd love to hear from the person who's doing it. And the only reason I say that, Danny, is because if hospitals in those states have no carry, right, and then would probably still implement the AI, even if you have open carry, you can't open carry there. And it should be the same at schools. If that's the case, they should vote that it wouldn't be if they're concerned about it. So why? So I don't understand, unless they're trying to give the teach. I don't know. It makes no sense to me. You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you have the AI? It just eliminate. All we want to do is keep everybody safe.
This is what we were told when they tried to sell it.
Yeah, but probably that's what they're saying. But how does
that's the first place. That's the first place you'd want AI.
How would a school board be able to outlaw, like eliminate guns completely? You understand what I'm saying? Like if each individual thing, I don't know. I'm not following the
They'll let the
logic
kitty
on it.
litter in the bathroom.
Yeah, no. Not. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry, I can't follow the logic on it. That's all. I can't follow the logic.
I really think it's political.
It certainly sounds like
the
it's
logic.
a political
the
thing.
logic sounds ridiculous, but it's political. I mean,
Yes.
let's not get into that.
So I got a warning on the text line at 585-206-8866. Now, a warning, from a listener.
About the heat.
Says, Bill, hey, I'm playing checkup on your pod, and I should be catch up. I'm listening to Whale of a Tale. That was the one where the whale
With the
exploded
dynamite.
and the dynamite and all that. I think that was last Thursday. You talked about getting another letter. Here are my thoughts on it. The first one is truly the one that is most concerning in a sense because it came to where you live. That being said, the person had to know your address, of course. So think it has to be where you filled out paperwork with your personal information, bank, doctors, gym membership, previous employer, insurance office, rental office, etc. Also, you have friends in the police, start a file with them. Hang on. Because at first I'm like, yes, it's funny now until it's not. This is how stalking starts. Take this step so that if this escalates, they have this already started in their system. Men get stalked too.
If it escalates, it's great pod.
She/them are imagining their life with you as they want it to be seen without, quote unquote, knowing you. This is not normal. And no, I'm not the writer. Just take the step and start a file and really think of where you filled out your information. And it's from a listener. So I go.
We have not heard from the letter writer for the party next week.
We have not heard from the letter writer because the letter writer wrote again. You know that. And but the weird part is that person in another letter wrote, you can find anybody's information online. It was very easy to find out where you live online. Now, I will tell you guys, I've every once in a while trying to find a guest for the podcast. I have somebody who will look anything up. It is out there. If you know how to look, you know how to look. So I thought, a stalker. I don't, because at first, remember when it first happened? I'd be looking around, like when I was walking into the place, if I heard a weird noise, I'd get a little nervous, like, uh-oh. I remember once I was fumbling to get my keys. I had the key for the studio and not the key for my front door.
Ends up being a robin.
Yeah, right, exactly. Or a rabbit just hopping by or whatever. It's nothing. So I don't know that I'm being stalked, but just for the fun of it, I thought, let me look up men who've been stalked. And I found a Reddit file. So these stories are great. These are great stories. And I went, I don't think this is where things are at for me, but I don't know. It made me take that idea of starting a file with the police. Maybe I should consider that. I don't know if it feels like overreach to me or being a bit of a pussy, like it's a pain.
Can we call Chief Barnes to do it on the show?
Well, I think Barnes, he left, but yes, we probably could. We could. I could still call. I have his number. We could just call him. But here's the thing: is like when it comes to having to do paperwork and shit, I just kind of go,
What's gonna happen?
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? Okay, you ready? I taught life skills course to inmates in the Louisiana prison system for several years as part of the state education system for getting a GED. This is
from Dan?
Reddit post. This is a Reddit post. One of the prisoners I was assigned to was for female inmates within 1 year of being released. Okay, so they get out.
Baby.
An older woman who was completing an 11-year sentence for manslaughter. Now, that's a short time for manslaughter. He must have, but 11 years in. I thought you had it.
I thought that was like 2 or 3.
Manslaughter?
Yeah.
It depends on what it's for.
Maybe you're right, Danny, because I'm thinking murder. I'm thinking murder.
If it's a plea bargain down, then a manslaughter charge is going to be like 11, 12 years.
Okay.
But if it's like if that's like where they're starting, then it's usually like, it's not that long.
Or it could be like a car accident. That
like John Belushi's girlfriend, when he died, she plea bargained down to manslaughter and got like a decade or plus in prison.
Manslaughter would be more of, I gave you the cocaine and you overdosed and died?
Yeah.
Accidental. Like accidental death.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I got it from Freddie.
Like a car accident, or like you said, Dan gave you the heroin. And
who was...
H.
All right, so she was completing an 11-year sentence for manslaughter. Decided that, quote, God had told her we were supposed to be together.
Okay.
I explained I was married, and she never brought it up again. Fast forward 13 months. Now she is out on parole and meets me at my car in the parking lot of the prison she had been in. She told me she loved me and that God told her we would be together. Needless to say, I made an excuse, left, and reported it to my supervisor. She was told by her parole officer that she could not be on the prison campus, but never told not to contact me. Okay? A few days later, she shows up at my house, tells me she followed me home and that we needed to get married. She was given a warning by parole officer. No ring. She was given a warning by parole officer, but very little could be done legally because she had not broken any laws. Now, this is a scary thing because
where's the order of protection?
Well, okay. Over the next few months, she sent me love letters, popped up in public places my wife and I were at, emailed nude photos, sent letters to my wife under different names, and would drive by her house at all times of the day and night. Still, she had done nothing illegal to warrant an arrest. So I don't know. I don't know if...
Or even an order of protection.
But our order of protections is different state by state.
I think so,
because this is Louisiana. So I don't know.
Louisiana, they're pretty loose.
I have no idea.
Or did he take advantage and hit this?
Right.
And he's trying to hide it from his wife. So this bitch is crazy.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah.
Because why else would you be doing this?
One night, still she had done nothing illegal to warrant an arrest. One night, my wife gets home from work, unlocks the door to our house, walks in and finds the woman lying naked on our couch holding a large knife. Luckily, my wife was able to run across the street to the neighbor's house, call the police. My stalker is now doing another 22 years behind bars. She also has a lifetime restraining order to have no contact or close proximity 100 yards with me, my wife, or my family. How fucking wild is that?
That is crazy.
Now, that's somebody who clearly had some kind of mental, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, infatuation.
Well, I mean, Eddie Vedder, part of the reason Pearl Jam stopped doing videos in the 90s after Jeremy, they tried to make it about the music, but then we found out that Eddie Vedder had a stalker who said he impregnated her.
No shit.
And called him Jesus, thought he was Jesus, and that he had raped her and impregnated her, and she actually crashed into his house with her car at one point. And
We've all been there.
so every time, so in the 90s, every time like he was really like depressed. He didn't even, the band almost broke up after their third record, and he didn't even want to come out of the house and go on tour. Nothing, because he's like, this is not fame, and like he was with his then first wife at the time, and they're trying to build a life together.
And a stalker.
And he's all of a sudden he's got this stalker coming over to the house. In fact, he wrote a song about it. It's a minute long called Lucan. It explains like all the stalking that went on. Later on, though, he kind of became famous for, I don't want the attention, but I'll take it. But at the time, like he would tell CBS, he goes, please, we're going to be on Letterman tonight. Please don't promote the appearance.
Really?
Yeah, because this chick was that nuts.
Wow.
You didn't want her showing up on Letterman.
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
how weird, right?
Yeah.
I mean that's really strange because I don't know if I know anybody who had a stalker. Like even just anybody. Like I wouldn't be surprised if local news people had stalkers. You see them on TV.
Oh yeah.
Especially an
you,
attractive one.
Berkeley.
Berkeley Brains, fat face.
Al Hart's had the same stalker since 1958.
Berkeley, I'm Canadian too. Didn't Kano have a stalker? She used to call the radio station.
You know who had a
It might have
stalker?
just been Dave
You know
seeing
who
things.
had a stalker? This is real. Scott Spezzano. Scott Spezzano
Did he really?
is a top 40 DJ morning guy in our city for years and years. I had worked with Spezzano. They hired her at the radio station not knowing she was his stalker. Not knowing it.
Oh, what, promotions or something?
No, I think she got hired for sales or something.
It was Joan Brandenburg.
She got.
I'm Joan
She's an
Brandenburg.
old partner.
With the Wham News
but
update.
they hired his stalker. How fucked up is that? And it was like they didn't know it. Once they figured it out, boom, she was out. I think they got. I think they might have had police coming to escort her out of the building. I have to find out. That was like going back probably 25 years
before my time.
Yeah, that was 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Met this girl on Tinder. We agreed to go out. We went out. She was very nice. We got along well. Did you ever do Tinder?
Yes.
You did?
I did.
And
Bumble, yes.
But you dated people off
Yes,
Tinder.
I dated,
okay.
yes.
All right. Meet anybody that was nutty?
They're all nutty.
Why?
They're all nutty.
No, not really.
No, probably.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
All right. So that's why I'm thinking like, I hesitate to even tell these stories. They're interesting to me, but I don't. It's like I think it's got to be pretty rare. Tinder wouldn't
I
be.
did. I did meet a couple of catfishers, but I did not meet anybody who was like stalking me.
Okay. At the end of the date, she mentions that she was in a psychiatric hospital for a whole year, and how I wouldn't have liked her back then. Okay.
Yeah, I can see the whole psych thing might
Yeah.
want to dampen
All right.
things.
If you heard that if you were on a date and then that comes out,
Swipe left.
Okay. Didn't think much of it, this person writes, as I get it that people go through times. Then by the time I got home, she had already messaged me, why aren't you registered to vote?
That's awesome. Civic duty, son of a bitch.
No,
Right.
I got it.
Are you registered for selective service?
So to look up if someone is registered to vote in the country I live in, I don't know where this person's from. This was on Reddit. You need the following: first, middle, and last name, date of birth, and address. I'm assuming this would even be here in the United States.
Yes.
You'd probably need this
easily.
information. But they say the country I live in. Somehow she had all that. I was confused as I wasn't carrying any sort of identification on the day we went out. Well, even if you were, who's going to let me see your license to
Yeah.
make sure it's you? I mean, I don't know.
Well, maybe when you're walking in, you got the bouncer looking at your stuff. They hold up the light to
yeah.
you. And she's, that's his
Well,
name.
that could be.
That's his date of
but he
birth.
says he
Or
wasn't
is that
carrying
just
anything.
a bar?
He said,
What's it?
Getting carded at the bar, same thing.
Yeah. So, but he's saying he didn't carry anything. So I don't know. So I asked her, how did you find that out? She said, quote, "Don't worry. I've got my sources. Just making sure you don't stiff me around.
Holy cow.
She said, I became distant, which was the wrong thing to do, as I would get around 50 messages a day. Why are you ignoring me?
So she did want to be stiffed around.
Why are you ignoring me? You're very rude. Hope you have a horrible day. Then it switches to, I'm sorry for being a lot to handle. You need to put effort for this to work. I see us having a future.
That's a bipolar chick right there all day long.
Yeah.
All day long.
And here's the thing that's said, and that may be why she wound up in the psychiatric. The thing with like mental illness and stuff, and I always feel a little bit bad, is I can look at somebody and see they have cancer, right? Usually there's a physical manifestation of the disease, or I can tell somebody who's got a limp. There's certain things we can tell. You got a fever, I can't tell with mental illness until you appear normal, and then it's like
until you open your mouth.
But at the same,
it could take like months.
It can, but at the same time,
I don't want to name any names, but I had a relationship in my life that like it took me months to find out that this person needed help.
She was getting it from 7 or 8 other guys.
The help. Patented 2-ball elixir takes care of all
Webster
that.
Police Department.
All right. So, but I would say like also just if you're sick, we send you home.
Yes.
Okay. Well, if you're mentally ill, we kind of can't. But at the same time, no one should have to put up with your shit.
Right.
And this is clearly, as Kevin pointed out, bipolar or something. And it's not fair to anybody else. So you got to get help, but you don't know you need help. So I don't know how you talk to someone into getting help.
I mean, this sounds like, you know that song Stand by Eminem where he keeps getting letters from an obsessed fan and he's reading the letter over and over again, you know, and then it became a phrase where like, you know, I stand out for Josh Allen. Like I'm Josh Allen Stan, right?
Yeah.
But that is like a creepy thing. It was a true story. The guy ends up like whacking his family and stuff because Eminem didn't respond to him. I mean, it's like, yeah, there's some crazy people.
At this time, I was attending university, and she didn't. She texted me one day.
That guy must be British or Canadian.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking once you say university. And I'm thinking Canadian, too, because...
there's an O-U-R at the end of rumor?
No. Texted me one day, what time is your lunch break? I'm here, and I got you food. I ignored the message and went to lunch with my classmate, who was a female, and then I get a long text message... How I'm
you don't like poutine?
I'm a cheating piece of shit. I deserve to die, and I hope my new hoe makes me happy. And then she starts posting about me cheating on her social media. I blocked her.
With O-U-R.
I was going to say the same thing. The who?
I blocked her off everything and deactivated my social media for a while till it blows over. Haven't heard from her since. But that shit's scary. Yeah. And the thing is, like, again, going back to the Louisiana guy, somebody for manslaughter, they're walking an edge there. Even if you did time for manslaughter, usually
11 years.
And you know that he hasn't heard from her in a while, but she's still watching.
Well, somewhere.
She's still checking in from afar every once in a while.
And that's a scary thing. And I think nowadays you can do a lot of cyber stalking on people. I mean, how many of us haven't at some point looked up an old girlfriend, an old friend, an old somebody? Right?
Of course. Hey, how you doing?
I know, no.
Just checking up on you.
No. All right, one last one.
No, I actually had somebody, when I started dating Beth, that I used to date. Hey, you're probably watching. It was a Sunday. You're probably watching football right now. I just want to check in and say hello. I didn't respond. And she's like, okay, I get it now. All right, take care. I'm like, yeah, I'm with somebody now. Sorry. You know. That was the extent of it.
Yeah. I usually ignore things myself.
I
don't always know if that's the right way or not.
I go full engaged.
I didn't respond.
It was me, Dan.
A few years ago, I met a guy at my local gym. I am gay and open about it, says the writer of the Reddit.
Hey.
When asked, by the way, I'm gay and open about it when asked, by the way, but not flamboyant or on your face. Is
okay.
What they wrote on your face. It should be in your face, but it says here on your face.
Yeah. Well, that too.
This Muslim guy in his 50s, the Reddit writer writes.
Oh, we're going deep here.
Kept asking very personal questions about me when we first met, wondering if I was married or where do I live, etc.
Wait, can you be Muslim and gay?
I don't know the answer to that.
In America, you can.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, probably. All right, go on.
I didn't take it as malicious at first, but he followed me home And for over 4 weeks, he kept coming to my house, knocking on my door, and asking me if he could fuck me almost every day.
Wow.
Okay.
On the prayer rug.
This is
Facing east.
From Reddit. I stopped answering the door after a while, and he somehow found my phone number and kept texting me loads of sexual messages and pictures of his dick. I threatened to get a restraining order, and he stopped coming and texting. But later on,
I also told him he needs to get that looked at.
I discovered that he was a bus driver and was doing a route that passes in front of my house just to see what I was doing. It has been 18 months since, and I have not seen or heard from him. But at this point, if all this starts again, I will not hesitate to get a restraining order or even tell his family about it.
It's been 18 months. It sounds like he misses him.
Well,
Yeah.
but
I haven't seen or heard from him.
No, but
why put that in there?
Well, it's a
Do you miss him?
It's a Reddit post. I think you put it in there because you're
You
going.
see something you want to relate to it.
Well, yes, but I also think to your point that you said they're still watching from afar.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and so even though it's been 18 months of quiet, I have no idea. There's
a telescope in that barn over there.
Well, you know,
and a red dot on your forehead.
You want to know what's,
I don't know what that's all about.
a weird thing? So there's some in LA. They're having a lot of robberies, and there was I think it was a ring from Colombia that were placing cameras in these high-end outside of high-end homes. And so what they could do is they could see if you left a key, if you had the hidden rock, or if you had a keypad, they could get your number and they could go in and rob you. So they had hidden cameras like in the plants, and so they're telling people in this, in parts of LA, look out for the It's like everything that's meant for good, it can also go evil, right? You can turn it either way.
Yeah, I mean, like when you go to a gas station, right? They used to put these little clips on where you put your credit card so they could scan your information. And then people got smart about it. Costco would have their attendant once an hour run their fingers through and make sure. So then these guys got smarter and made actual, they look like, okay, remember when we were talking to that one woman about penis extenders? Yeah. This is basically what it was for the credit card machine, and it looked like it fit perfectly on it. And you'd scan your information, and you'd pay for your gas, but there was a covering that stole your information.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that was going on for skimmers.
Yes.
Yeah, they're skimmers. They were doing that for a while. I like the tap better, and I like using my phone, but some places don't have the tap.
Some places don't have the tap, and some places actually will take your card and they have to do it themselves, which is so far behind the times.
Yeah, it is. Well, I don't know.
Is the pterodactyl still a special today?
But you're not skimmed.
You're not skimmed. That is true. You are not skimmed.
That you know of.
So should I worry about this? Should I talk to Chief Barnes?
I think indirectly, yes, we do it. We do it on the show.
Okay. All right.
I want this person to reach out and come to the party. I really do.
I don't think this person wants to be known, and I don't know. I keep thinking it's a joke. I keep thinking it's someone playing a joke on me. Like, honest to God, I'm going to find out that it's your wife writing me. You're telling her what to write, but it's a female handwriting. That's what I'm waiting for.
I'm not that funny.
I'm waiting for creative. That. Or it's Beth. Beth has big... I don't know. Yeah. No, I'm just saying, you would bust me. We used to do that with Tommy. Remember, there was a time on the radio...
Oh, yeah, we did, didn't we?
We gave out his phone number, but we put it with a Google number that went right to his phone and said free treadmill. Because he was talking about giving away his treadmill, and he all of a sudden he's getting a flood of calls for people to come look at his treadmill, and he didn't know what to do. But it was a Google number that took right to his number, so we weren't really giving out his number. But I go, all right, I could see, is this somebody playing a prank and see how far it could go?
Didn't we try a 50 Shades of Muley with him too?
Probably. Yeah. I don't remember.
Have Barnes bring in the fingerprint dust.
Oh. And do it on the...
I mean, mine's going to be on there. His is going to be on there, but...
Yeah, it's true. Mine will be on there.
Mailman.
All right. We'll take a moment. Aging is different for everybody. But people are feeling much older than they are. We'll see if that everybody here concurs with that. We'll see. We'll get to it. We'll get to that next. But first, Comedy at the Carlson has had some great acts come in. And if you're one of these people who's like, oh... I would love to see Sam Morril. Get on it. He'll be here next week. And I only say that because tickets are selling out for shows. Bob the Drag Queen is there for 2 shows this Friday and Saturday. You can't get tickets. Sold out already. I don't even know why I'm telling you. It's just sold out. So I want to remind you when Sam Morril comes, and he is hilarious. He was a regular on Comedy Central's This Week at the Comedy Cellar. He was named one of the Comedy Central's comics to watch in 2011. He's performed multiple. I mean, the guy's been everywhere. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, The Late Late Show with James Corden and Conan. He's also had stints on Last Comic Standing. He's hilarious. He'll be here for one show Thursday, June 27th, two shows Friday, June 28th, and two shows Saturday, June 29th. You don't want to miss out? Lock your tickets down immediately at carlsoncomedy.com.
Call Connors and Ferris at 262-COMP today.
Jimmy Z's Plates and Shakes has leveled up. We're talking evolution, baby. No more regular hours. They've gone full-on special ops. I know what you're saying. Wait, no more regular hours? How do I get my plate fix? Fear not. You can now catch Jimmy Z catering your events, rolling up with their food truck, or rocking special events at their Main Street Brockport location. And you can book all this online. Just get to platesandshakes.com to book your catering, food truck visit, or special event. Jimmy Z's, evolving to keep your taste buds on their toes. Book it all online at platesandshakes.com because you deserve more than ordinary. Jimmy Z's, Plates and Shakes.
You know what's funny? Puff Daddy covered this song.
Yeah, I know he did.
Was he telling us something?
Probably.
Back in like 97?
I swear to God, every human being tells them themselves.
Oh, yeah.
I swear I don't know if it's because we've all grown up in a primarily Christian society where we feel like, I mean, some religions have you confess, right? You have to go and don't tell me these priests didn't go and beat off some of these stories later on that they heard. They had to have. Anyway, that aside, I'm just saying, like, we all the things we do, we get this guilt and remorse, and society tells us we have to ask for forgiveness, seek forgiveness, get it off your chest, tell it, right? That stuff. And there are certain things you just can't fucking say. You just can't. And I swear to you, everybody tells on themselves in some way. If you go back through, you go, now, maybe it's connecting the dots later on. Maybe we're reading too much into it. That's possible. But I think that more often than not, the human psyche kind of leaks out. I don't want to be doing this. I don't like that I'm doing this. And so they tell. I don't know.
I agree with you.
It's a weird thing.
Remember Senator Bob Packwood? Remember in the 90s he got in trouble for like these journals that he was writing about like having affairs and, you know, trying to sleep with like White House pages, female pages and assistants and stuff like that.
He wrote it all down?
Yeah, look up Packwood Diaries.
That's great.
Yeah, look him up. And I said
Fan
like,
fiction.
Yeah. And then like Congress needed the diaries of Senator Bob Packwood were recovered today.
That's amazing.
Like he basically told on himself. Oh yeah, she was great.
Oh, so he did sleep with these girls.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Page gets poked.
Yeah.
Poking the page. We're going to call Police Information Director Deputy Hurley from
I'm
the
more
Monroe
concerned
County
about
Sheriff's.
our senator not being able to make cheeseburgers, Billy. That was disturbing.
Looked like raw hamburger on there. On his pose thing. Deputy Hurley has agreed to come on real quick. Hello, Deputy Hurley.
How are you?
I'm well. We were just saying we haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel, left out.
Yeah, well, you know.
You haven't pulled us over in a while either, so we're feeling the same way.
No. I like it that way. No.
Joking.
I'll
Just
for you
joking.
tonight.
Just joking.
Danny.
That was not me.
So we were talking about stalkers, and I had been getting some letters from like a fan. Somebody would write me these handwritten letters. First, they were showing up where I live, 2 of them, and then nothing for a while, and then one showed up at the studio, and in it referenced the fact that they were writing me at the studio because I seemed so uncomfortable with them writing me at my house. And then
This will make you feel.
Stalker.
and someone was catching up on the podcast, and they heard that episode, and today wrote me saying, you should really talk to police. And I go, it feels like an overreach and overreaction. It's just somebody who I even think, I swear to God, it's somebody telling their wife what to write, and they're playing a joke on me. just to see where it would go. But then we started looking up on Reddit different things where men have been stalked. And, man, there were some creepy stories. Like this one guy was teaching a GED class in a prison to people who had 1 year left. And there was a woman who was doing 11 years. She had only 1 year left. She had done 11 for manslaughter. And when she got out, eventually she just, filed in places. There was nothing arrestable that they could do until she got into his house, was laying naked on the couch and holding a giant knife.
I think the crazy part of that story was that he said that she was an older woman. And how long did she go through life without her GED?
I don't know. Quite a while, apparently. But
so much to process there.
There is. Now, I think I have all three letters, but is this something I should talk? Because this person's saying at least start a file with the police, and that's why I'm just on an information-seeking thing, and I thought it might be interesting for other people because in the day and age of social media, they could be in a situation that's similar.
Well, that was going to be my first comment, right? In the days of social media and the world we live in now, the fact that you're getting admiring letters is probably a good thing, right? So the usual comments that people get.
Sure.
The second part of that is, anytime you Google or look stuff up, it's like WebMD, right? It's always going to give you the worst case scenario. Like, I've got a red mark on my foot, and it turns out to be AIDS.
Yeah.
Yes.
But,
I've gotten AIDS like 8 times now. Cancer twice.
Anal leakage, what?
Yeah.
That's tomorrow when he starts his diet.
I guess professionally, it starts with your emotional status. Are you worried? Are you afraid?
No, I'm really not. I'm really not.
What's in the... It's the letter, right? Like, what's in the letter? Is it threatening?
No,
is it creepy?
It's not. No, it's creepy a little. I would say borders on creepy, maybe. Saying that I'd love to have sex with you. I could see us sitting out on your deck having cheese and crackers. Like the fact that I don't think I've ever talked. This part did freak me out a little bit. In the last letter, it did say sitting out on your deck having cheese and crackers and wine.
You've talked about drinking on your deck.
Drinking on my deck. I don't think I've ever said I've had cheese, crackers.
No, but you have mentioned cheese and crackers all the time. You used to get fat when before we came here. You were like, I gotta stay here and work because if I go home, I'm gonna eat
the cheese and
crackers.
All right,
goldfish and Newtown snackers.
Because I have sat out on my deck and I've had cheese and crackers and a glass of wine. And it would be weird if that person was just like doing a little circle by. It would freak me out. But I don't know. And no, I haven't felt threatened at all. And I thought it was overreaction. But I did think, as this person pointed out, starting a file with the police, I thought maybe there'd be something there for somebody else. My point being a listener. Yeah. That's all. So
sure. And go ahead.
I was going to say, what do you do? Do you call the police? You almost sound... I don't know if you sound crazy or overreact. I would be afraid that I would be overreactive. But when should somebody maybe alert the police, hey, I've been getting a lot of this, or someone left a note on my car, they were hitting me on social media, now they know what I drive, they've left a note on my car.
I bet it's when you feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
Exactly. That's exactly when it is. And this is the problem. People, we justify everything. We rationalize it, right? Like we go back to that. I got a lump on my leg. It's probably nothing. And then when it's there for 6 months, you got to get that stuff checked out. So same thing here. If you're at the point where you're questioning, it doesn't hurt to call. Call 911. An officer will come out. They'll talk with you. They'll review the letters. They may see something you don't see. But people do this all the time. I don't want to call 911. I don't want to bother you. It's not a bother. That's what we're here for. And worst case scenario, there's a couple things we can do. We can read the letters with you. We can give you some advice on things that you should do. Right? It gives us an idea of what's going on. There's internal reports that we can write just as hey, this seems a little weird. There's nothing criminal right now, but just in case, right? For us, there's special attentions where we can have your address, and when we're not writing report or when we're not answering the radio and going to emergencies, we'll swing by, drive by, just check on your house, make sure there's no cars just sitting in your street watching your house or watching you eat cheese on your deck.
I would love for him to read the letters and just start laughing his ass off.
Yeah, we should Deputy Hurley read the letters.
Well, you know what?
And the nice
I know this chick who's got the heart over the eyes.
She did. She put hearts over the eyes.
The nice part about when you call 911 is we come to you and it's in private. We can discuss this without having to do it on air like we're doing right now. But
it's like Amazon.
There are options, right? But again, don't wait too long, right? You don't want to come home and have that person laying on the couch with a knife. That's not what you want.
No.
But again, it also could be harmless. So, but without reading the letters and knowing all of the situation, but that's something that officers or deputies are going to get into it more with you. Has there been anybody recently that you've noticed following you? Is there, anybody new? Like, what there's so many questions and so much.
Is the first sign of a stalker someone who writes in the letter, "I am not a stalker"? Is that your first clue ever? Always?
Yeah, I mean, it's a clue, but you got to remember that this could be. There's different generations, right? And there's people who this is what they do. They write letters, and this is how they express things. I mean, the going straight to romance and physical romance is a little bit much.
Yes.
Maybe.
Okay.
This is somebody over 40 because there's a stamp, there's an actual physically written letter, and an envelope.
Yeah. Yeah, and anybody under it doesn't even know what those are. So
or cursive.
The point being, like, is this automatically someone who's going to try to kill you? No, but it does go a little far, I would think. Okay. And you being you, maybe it is one of your buddies messing with you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But
why do you keep looking at me every time you
you're
say
the guy that I would say?
Yeah, and I'm the one that's going to say, "Hey, let's call Hurley and get Kevin in trouble." Idiot.
So here's the first thing I would do.
Yeah,
I would take a piece of paper, have everybody in the studio start to write a phrase from the letter, and then make them write it with their left hand and see what it looks like.
Oh, wow. Look at this. Yeah, I don't think that
looks like a 4-year-old handwriting.
I can't write in cursive.
These guys can't write like this. They can't. There's no way.
Write in cursive
I know I have no training in this, but these house apes can't write this neatly. There's no way. But it's an interesting thing just in the day and age of social media, because I would always feel like I don't want to burden the police. This would be an overreach. What's the big deal? I don't feel threatened. There's a little bit of flattery there. No. And the person had backed off after 2 letters, and then all of a sudden the third one just popped up randomly, and I'm sure has been listening to the podcast and is a little freaked out that I maybe even talked about it. I don't know.
What if it's you writing letters to yourself and trying to pin it on us?
Yeah, what if you went out Fight Club on yourself?
Okay, ideas for the show.
Yeah, ideas for the show. What would I do?
Content's really dry lately.
She's been listening.
That's the other side of this, though, right? Is now that you're talking about it on the air, this could encourage, right?
Wow.
Maybe it's the intention that someone is seeking.
Yes.
I hope we get some copycat stalkers.
It could be.
Oh, great. Now I'm going to get more emails.
That's awesome. That's exactly what you need. Well, anyway, I think good information to know about.
Deputy Hurley, when is the best time for Bill to get a pistol permit? 18 months ago?
Yeah, okay. For sure.
He would be like Plaxico Burris and shoot himself in the leg on Damien's deck with a Guinness in his hand.
That would be exactly what probably would happen.
He'd shoot himself right in the gummy.
Are you ready for summer? Are the Monroe County Sheriffs all ready for summer? Because it officially begins tomorrow, I believe, and it looks like things have been a little wild already.
Yeah, it's interesting. Every time it gets warmer, people start coming out. Crime rates seem to go up a little bit. People are more out and about. This is a perfect opportunity to remind people, lock everything. Lock your cars, lock your house, triple check. Every night before you go to bed, just make sure the cars are locked, because it's a crime of opportunity. You have people just walking through neighborhoods. We see them on the Ring cameras and everything else, just trying doorknobs. And if there's a door that opens, they're going through the car, and you'd be amazed what people still leave in their cars. Don't leave any valuables in your cars. Bring everything inside. Make sure everything is locked.
Oh, gosh. When we worked at High Falls, Billy, I used to leave my truck unlocked because there's nothing to take. I used to find stuff in it. It's like people used it as a toilet seat and moved on.
When's the fight at Seabreeze on the beach this year?
I don't know. That's not our area, so I don't want to chase anybody else.
They don't have to worry about it at all. They don't have to worry about that. They don't have to worry about the bus driver. They had a BB gun pulled on him and shot in the head or whatever was going on. No, it is weird. Like, all of a sudden, people just start coming out, and I think the heat makes them a little crazy.
Absolutely. The heat definitely has an effect on people, but warm weather brings more people outside, more people on bikes, more people on motorcycles. We had a motorcycle crash this afternoon in Penfield. Again, be observant. Look around. Whether you're the motorcyclist, make sure you're extra cautious. And then if you're just in a car, your truck, whatever, be extra cautious, because there's bicycles and motorcycles out there. Remember to give bicycles at least 3 feet of leeway. There's Kerry Ray law. You have to move over. You can't crowd bicycles.
Right.
No.
So that's the kind of stuff that we're going to deal with more and more because more people are out. So get out, enjoy everything, but
behave
be safe,
yourself.
Be careful.
Just behave yourself. You know what? I did see a story, and this is interesting, out of L.A., where they've found a crime ring that was putting cameras, hiding them in like bushes or trying to camouflage them in some way, and taping people as they were going in and out of their homes. Nicer neighborhoods. So the security system, if there was a code or if there was a key that was someplace strategically put, they were getting into the houses by using technology and going back and watching the tapes. And just look for missing your little camera. I don't know. Anything like that happen around here that you've heard of?
No, but thanks for putting it in people's heads.
I was just thinking the same thing.
What we do see those, the skimmers, right? We've done stories on this before with the credit card skimmers at the gas pumps and at the stores, and they use PIN cameras right on your ATM, and they're these tiny little cameras. You can't even see them. They put them in the molding, and it looks just like a regular ATM, and they're looking at your PIN. So if you're the only person there, no matter what, just cover your PIN. For people who still use ATMs, the gas station, all that stuff, just cover it. Don't let people see it. Don't let the PIN camera see it. If there is one, just always be cautious.
Man, I'm like so oblivious to all this stuff. I remember hearing about you should always take a different route to work in case somebody's I went the same route. I got the same route. I am the perfect person to be.
It's muscle memory, right? It's easy.
Yeah.
We're always thinking, and especially people our age.
Call it.
Yeah,
when Billy and I
that's a
worked,
nice way to say it, right?
When you and I worked together, right? You used to take the inner loop, right to the radio station. And one day they closed up the inner loop. You're like, son of a bitch!
Yeah,
because you had to pick me up.
Yeah,
you're like, what the hell? You're like, swear that today they fell in the inner loop. I forgot. We had to go around.
Yeah, it was very
like really.
It was muscle memory.
Yeah, it was worse problems in life.
It was 5 o'clock in the morning, Danny.
It was 3.
It was at 3, whatever. Yes.
I always tell people one of the craziest things that we do in this job is direct traffic. Like, God forbid there's an accident somewhere and you have to shut down a road and tell people they can't go the way they always go. It's incredible how upset people get when there's power lines down or there's a bad injury and you're trying to save someone's life, but people don't care. They're like, get out of my way. This is the only way I know how to get home.
Right.
They get very upset.
And by the way, now you've got GPS. Let it direct you. Yeah. You can find anything, anywhere, and it'll talk to you nicely.
It's going to keep telling you to make a U-turn and go the way you're supposed to go.
Well, I think you can hit alternate routes on there, so do that. Deputy Hurley, it's nice to hear your voice again. We'll have to have you in studio and show you the letters sometime.
Put yourself in for an hour over 10 tonight, Baxter said.
Yeah. It's his birthday.
Wait, Baxter's birthday's today?
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Oh,
yes, sir.
I don't know how I missed
2
that.
hours then.
All right, I will send him a text. Wish him a happy birthday.
So we all drive 65.
Thank you for the reminder.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Have a great night, guys.
All right, thank you.
You too.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
There he goes, Deputy Hurley. I feel stupid like going, hey, read this. I feel threatened because I really don't feel threatened. Aging is different for everybody. I thought of you, Danny, on this one.
Oh, dear.
Well, because
it's funny you mentioned that because
why?
Well, Deputy Hurley mentioned going to WebMD, like you find out you have like 18 different diseases. Yes. I found out that I was eating chia seeds. Well, chia seeds are healthier for you, right? And flaxseed, healthy fats, they're good for you. All of a sudden, like I started getting groin pain. Like I thought I had testicular cancer. I thought I had a hernia. And then after I realized I did more homework after a couple of weeks. I'm like, why do my nuts hurt so bad? It was the chia seeds. I stopped taking the chia seeds and the pain went away.
Oh. Packing them away for winter.
I guess so.
Yeah, but how did they end up down there?
Blue balls.
Yeah.
A new study has found that the average American over 45, average American over 45, how much older do you think they actually feel? They feel older than 45.
Oh, I can tell you because I got a pretty accurate account the other day.
What is it? What is
I feel
59.
59.
My metabolism is that of a 59-year-old man.
Okay.
I feel about 48 and a half, and I'm 47.
All right, so this is 12 years older.
Psychologically, I feel 22.
12 years old. Okay, so the biggest reason is joint pain, which would be inflammation from sugars, fats, that sort of stuff. And I get it because I started thinking, I go, and then they did it by generation. Gen X feels 10 years older than they actually are. I've never given it any thought. I have a hip pain problem, but I I stretch out. I figure I got to lose a little weight.
I just drink through it.
I can't really run as I used to.
Self-medicate.
So sometimes I'll run, sometimes I'll walk. There's ankle pain. But I go.
Sometimes you'll waddle.
Yeah, but don't you feel like, I don't know why. I never think of myself as getting. I know I'm getting older, and I'm not.
I know the same.
And I'm not naive to the fact that I'm getting older, and I'm not. I certainly wouldn't try to put myself in situations. But I just go. To me, movement's the key. Jesus Christ! I just watched guys who did heroin and had a blood transfusion years ago. They're 80 and 81, and they just did a 2-hour 15-minute show, and they're going to do one again next weekend.
We were just talking about this at work. We're talking about, my coworker was talking about he had two softball games last night, and I was talking about how I realized when I was just too old I stopped playing hockey.
Yeah,
I couldn't deal with the young kids coming out swinging. I'm like, I got to go to work tomorrow. I don't need you swinging sticks.
Well, see, that's
hacking me in the back of the leg and wanting to fight, and I'm too old for that shit.
In a men's league?
Yeah.
Yeah, they get.
Seriously?
That's why I stopped playing
hockey.
Men's softball too. I always would play.
Oh gosh, they're the
men's
worst.
Softballs is awful.
The rules are just ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, well, remember when, last week when I screwed up the Cheers thing, that they showed the picture on People Magazine, it ended up being like the ages they were when Cheers ended.
Yeah.
But everybody thought that they were older, and they weren't. They were in their 30s. Norm was the only one who was over 40.
Right.
But the point is that our generation, you're older right now than Wilford Brimley, Billy, was when he filmed Cocoon.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, it's our generation actually. Was trained to be younger longer. We had a state of arrested development longer. We learned things a little further along in life. We stayed home later. I really believe that. I think we had a state of delayed adulthood.
It could.
I think that has part of it.
That may be. But here's the thing.
I'm 6 years away from being 50.
Okay.
That freaks me out.
Well, I'm close to being.
He's 7 years away from being 60.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but I'm going. I don't feel old. I still do everything I've ever done since I was young. I'm still doing. I mean, I'm not on the radio, but I'm doing what I always did. Mm-hmm. Nothing's really changed for good or bad. I can't say. So I think to myself, I go, all right. Besides health shit, you're going to do this diet, right?
Yes.
You think that you're
Today's
doing now.
day one.
If you stick to it, and it's not an easy one to stick to, but once you sort of get in a rhythm, I'm one of these people that you see results, and it's encouraging and it's motivating. I know people who've tried it and couldn't do it.
Really?
Yes, and I know quite a few.
Do I know these people?
Yes, there's like 3 or 4 people I know. That did it and then half-assed it because they just couldn't really do it.
Well, I know one guy who went right back to ballooning.
So it doesn't matter. But the point being that besides health,
are we taking bets?
No, whether or not he's going to be able to stick to it, I think he'll stick to it. I think he'll stick to it because he's also has somebody doing it with him, and these other people, I'm not so sure they did.
I give him 3 weeks.
Okay,
he'll read something.
Besides health shit, I was going, what makes you feel younger? When do you feel younger? And I thought of you. I go, you got to get back in the band. Because I think that's where you find...
So our friend Randy Fluker posted something on Facebook. My wife showed it to me.
Yes.
And then our friend Kevin here ripped me to shreds in the comment section. But
I was joking.
I know you were.
I showed you.
But it felt good to have somebody acknowledge the fact that
I posted the video of you singing with Stephanie jamming in the band.
I didn't see that.
People loved it.
Did they really?
Yeah, people loved it. So I'm going...
Yeah, it does make me feel young.
Yes,
it does make me feel good.
Yes, it does.
For me, the 90s never really stopped. I'm not joking.
No,
the early 90s, not the late 90s.
I get that. I swear to God, for you and me, it's drinking on a Friday night. You've been doing
Saturday.
Or Saturday or Sunday or any day that ends in Y. But my point
is... It's 9 a.m. on a Saturday.
but my point is that it's what you've kind of done that for a long time. College, it made you feel young. It reminds you you're still alive. It feels good.
Every weekend since I was 18.
Okay. So there you go.
When I started feeling back pain, I learned how to do a certain exercise, and the back pain is gone, and I feel like I do in my 20s.
Yes.
I really do.
Right, but I understand that. And I get the pain and the aches and pains, right? I think everybody's got them. I probably have a lot of arthritis in my elbows and things from boxing, football, all the. I can feel it at times. There are pains. I get numbness and things. I don't even think about it. It doesn't even think I don't think I shouldn't do this. I
A lot
don't
of
think
it
I
is really
should.
in your head.
I think it is. I swear to God. If I feel like running, there are times I go, I worry, I watch my mom with the hip thing and I can feel the hip. I go, I should maybe not the running, the pounding today. But I'll still go walk. I'll make sure I'm out there hustling at a slow pace.
Right, like I can't stress this enough. Like the only things in life that have meaning to them are the meaning you attach to them.
Well,
so in other words,
I think that I would say it this way, same thing.
yeah,
Nothing has any meaning except for the meaning you give it.
yes,
Right.
I just try to think about it because I know my knees are shot from hockey. I know my rotator cuff is jacked up and stuff I never fixed.
But you don't seem to slow down.
Too late to fix.
Yeah, but you don't slow down.
No.
I mean, in terms of you're running the kids around.
The can still gets there. So when the can stops getting there and I got to use the straw,
but
then I'll
think
get it
about
fixed.
like old people, right? And I'm taking this somewhere, so just follow me on this.
All right.
It's going to go to something. You're going to love it. You're going to love it.
Okay.
You may not. Old people.
Yeah, love them.
Family, a lot of times makes them feel younger.
Oh, yeah.
Right? There's a woman that I know whose mother just turned 100, still lives alone, still independent, still everything. Family checks on her. She likes it. She gets invigorated by the kids and the different things. I'm sure not still doing the things that she always did, but family, sometimes they push you to stay active. They push you to go to a doctor. They push you to go, instead of a surgery, maybe you go to physical therapy.
They encourage you.
Yeah, encourage you.
They don't
There's
tell
something
you.
about
They
it.
don't. They lead. They pull you. They don't push you.
But look at Bill Belichick.
Oh my gosh!
72
My
years
man.
old.
Yeah, the greatest coach ever.
I go,
this proves it.
He is not an idiot, because what does a 24-year-old woman want with Bill Belichick, right? He's not an idiot. But then I go, but he's not an idiot, right? Because there's a 24-year-old woman that clearly wants to spend time. From what I understand,
he had eyes on every piece of that organization.
well, I keep reading stuff. Apparently, they were on a flight together to Florida, and she went to Bridgewater State, which is somewhere around Gillette Stadium, maybe 20 miles
Is it
away.
Connecticut?
I thought it was Connecticut because it's Bridgewater, Connecticut, but I don't know. The college is Bridgewater State is what they said. She is
Your
still
resident
at 24
state tuition.
a competitive cheerleader. But she also was a philosophy major.
Oh.
And so she was working. There was some project she was working on, and she started talking to him. He signed her textbook.
You like Voltaire?
And he wrote down.
Does that get you an extra $3 at
He
the
wrote-
textbook buyback?
Her name is Jordan. Jordan, thanks for giving me a course on logic. Safe travels, Belichick appeared to write in the book, signed February 11th, 2021, along with the 6 Super Bowls he won in the New England Patriots. And he put all the years down in the Super Bowls. How about that?
And his number, KIT.
Yeah.
Stay cool.
But, I mean,
Look at yearbook.
makes him feel
Have a good
younger.
summer.
He still got it. And Belichick is,
God bless him.
She had a philosophy project at the time of their first exchange, and it was called Deductive Logic. And I go, Deductive Logic says this will not last. However,
Well,
Rob Gronkowski, I didn't even really pay attention at the roast. And we know Brady said, Coach, you still got it, because he saw it. That's how I found out about him slinking out of the... I hadn't seen that. The video of him slinking out of her apartment. Remember the Ring doorbell camera? He comes out with his shirt off. I missed this Rob joke.
But, Coach, you used to talk about Foxborough High School when we sucked. But now I know why you were so obsessed with Foxborough High School. You were scouting your new girlfriend.
Did you catch that?
I thought it was
I mean,
just a general
Coach,
joke.
my joke wasn't fucked up, but that's fucked up. You're 73 years old. You should be trying to bang someone your own age, like Nikki.
He sounds like he's got rocks in his mouth. Coach.
Bro, that's every bouncer in Buffalo.
Is it really?
I'm not joking. It's every bouncer in Buffalo.
But, I mean, dating someone who wasn't even alive when you won your first Super Bowl, that's pretty fucking amazing if you're Bill Belichick. Am I wrong?
This ring's older than you.
It's
You put
all-
the cards right. You might be
It's all about a fresh perspective on your offense, Coach.
She would have been 2.
Okay, yeah, well...
close enough.
Yes. Yeah, and then, Brady said that when somebody asked me what ring is my favorite, now that I'm retired, I say the Ring. I used to say the next one. Now I say the Ring doorbell camera that caught Coach sneaking out. That was his joke. That was his joke. But, I mean, look at Belichick, right? Feeling younger. You can't tell me there are days that fat fuck gets up and he's like, oh, God, It took me, I swear to God, yesterday, after going to the Stone Show with my brother, we back here by 2 o'clock on Sunday. He caught a flight back to Portland, Maine. I came in here, did some work, went for a walk, did all that, worked on Monday. It was Tuesday where I was like, it like all hit me. And I go, all right, I get it. I get it.
There's that delay.
I took a nap today.
Did you?
Oh, absolutely. I got out of work. I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
If I don't catch a nap, I'm not going to make
the heat, too. Yeah.
By the way, I heard something the other day. I haven't looked into it. I haven't researched it, but I love the idea that if you take a 30 to 60 minute nap every single day, it's like 3 days or like 3 days a week. That'll actually like improve your lower your all-cause mortality. It'll lower your blood pressure, all this other stuff. They said there's not even pills that could do that stuff. If you just take a 20 to 60 minute nap every single day.
So
I don't remember where I heard that.
I used to do something that I don't even know if this is true either. I think I saw it on TikTok. A Navy SEAL nap.
Where you put your feet up on the wall?
Well, I don't put them on the wall. I put them on the ottoman.
Yeah.
But yes.
You lay with your back on the floor.
Elevated.
You put your feet elevated on the couch. Yeah.
So I used to do that after when I was running and winning all this stuff in high school. They would always have you lay with your feet up. So I knew that. So yeah, I will lay down for 15 or 20 minutes in that position, and sometimes really go out. Like my alarm will go off. It's like, oh God. But you feel better within 3 minutes. You feel better.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing to do. 3 days a week, they're saying?
Yeah, 3 days a week. They said there's not a pill that can make you feel like that.
But Danny will find that pill.
I'm on special pills right now. I had to stop taking all my supplements.
Yes, you do.
And I had to move on to a different set of supplements.
Yes. They give you drops. They give you different things.
Like
you get
fat
the pink
burners.
salt.
Yeah.
The best
Himalayan
stuff ever.
salt.
No, this isn't Himalayan salt.
This is what they told us, Himalayan salt. Pink salt. Pink Himalayan salt.
This shouldn't be, because that ain't Himalayan salt. Because they
didn't give us salt.
They didn't?
No.
You didn't buy it in there?
No.
All right, so they have a pink salt there that you got to go buy, because it is better and it makes everything. Because you're stripped. You're not supposed to use deodorant.
They didn't tell us that.
Okay, maybe they've changed it. But when I did it, there was like a special deodorant. You weren't supposed to have anything. They wanted you to detox your body of basically everything. So I was using a specific kind of deodorant. I think there was a certain toothpaste we went to, maybe Tom's, and gum, anything with stevia. If you're a gum chewer, I'm not really a gum chewer, so
or Sorbitol.
So they had all that stuff was like a no-go. Deodorant, everything, and then you were doing the drops and the different things, but the pink salt made everything. This was like a Hawaiian. I can't find it anywhere except through them. And it was like some kind of Hawaiian salt that is part Himalayan. You're right, because I always use Himalayan salt. But it wasn't as coarse. It was fine. You put that shit, blueberries, almonds, and that was like eating ice cream. That salt was the best. I put it on everything.
Yeah.
Every fucking
I put it in
thing.
my drink today.
Yeah. But you put it in your water and stuff. It's good for you because your cells aren't going to get that anyway. And everybody will tell you that. But this salt that they sold, I can't find it. It was fucking amazing. Pink salt. They called it pink salt. That's all they said. And it wasn't, because it's not like the Himalayan you're buying at any other store.
Okay.
Yeah. Should see if they have it.
Okay, I'm going to text them after.
Find out.
Are you holding out on me?
Grab a bottle for Bill.
Find him, grab a bottle.
Yeah, Bill Moran wants a bottle.
All right. Well,
he's falling off the
What's
wagon.
the case?
We'll take a moment. So this will be a what would you do if you were in this situation? Lady went on TikTok, presents a whole story, a whole scenario, and I have some thoughts on this.
Okay.
And we'll let you hear. She does one TikTok, and she asks, what would you do in this scenario? And then she comes back on another TikTok and tells what happened. We'll get to all of it next. But first, Iron Smoke Distillery in Fairport, New York. It's an award-winning distillery. You can check it out online at ironsmokedistillery.com. Locally sourced grains to make these award-winning whiskeys. You're going to love it when you walk in there. It's got such a cool vibe. Tommy Burnett has really brought his own personality, he and his wife, Jen, their personalities to this venue, and it is the anchor, the first one in the cannery, and the place is just blown up because of Iron Smoke Distillery. Tonight, you got Steve Bartolotta's All-Star Jam playing there. It's back. That's right. And if you want to go jam with the All-Stars, well, there will be a sign-up sheet available up front for any and all musicians to sign up and jam. Then, tomorrow night, Friday, June 21st, summer is officially here, and Violet Mary Duo will be doing the acoustic sunset sessions. Then Something Else has got a party tradition like no other to kick off summer 2024. That begins at 8:30 on Friday the 21st. And then Elvio Fernandez. You know him from Daughtry. Yeah, you probably know him from a band that used to be around here, Uncle Plum. Well, he also has Rock Academy, and his students will be rocking the stage, and they are awesome. That happens beginning at 3 o'clock right through to 11:30 Saturday night, June 22nd. The only place to be, Iron Smoke Distillery in Fairport, New York, baby.
Leo's Bakery and Deli.
And Cafe.
So sweet, so sweet.
East Rochester.
Life can throw some serious curveballs, especially when it comes to family issues. If your world feels like it's standing still, Circu and Circu is here to help you get back on track. Facing a divorce, child custody battle, or any other family law matter, you'll want a caring attorney guiding you through these sensitive situations, and that's exactly what you get at Circu Law. Family law issues can be like walking a tightrope, nerve-wracking and emotional, but the highly experienced and compassionate attorneys at Circu and Circu in Pittsford are ready to help you find your balance. Whether you're considering divorce, dividing assets, dealing with custody issues, or any other family-related legal matter, you can trust Circu and Circu's professionalism and expertise. They work tirelessly each day for the betterment of you and your family. So take a deep breath, step off that tightrope, and call Circu and Circu today at 585-385-2510. You may also email them in complete confidence through their website's contact page at circulaw.com. Circu and Circu, helping your family get back to what matters most.
Leave Billified a voicemail anytime on the Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram line at 585-206-8866.
Hey, Bill. I was just listening to the episode Whale Tale, and you guys were arguing over the age of the cast of Cheers. And I know why Ann got John Ratzenberger's age right. Because he's a Cliff Clavin of Billified. See ya.
And be sure to like and subscribe to Billified wherever you get your podcast.
Yeah, I've admitted that months ago.
Wow.
Yeah,
Somebody
Billy,
else. Somebody else said it to me, and I think I brought it up on the podcast. You're Cliffy Clavin. All right, what would you do in this scenario? Listen to what this lady's story is. She unfolds this on TikTok, and I have a couple of thoughts on the back end when we hear what actually went down. But this is interesting.
So today on my flight from Atlanta to Denver, there was about an hour left in the flight, and the kid in the seat in front of me turned around and went like that with spit flying all over my face and my husband's arm. So I get it. Like, traveling with kids can be hard, right? This kid was like 4 or 5. But whatever, old enough to understand that you don't do that. So I was kind of shocked, and the parents reacted and like told her not to. And then it just became a thing. And she again fought against them, turned around on the seat and spit on us again. This time I put my hand up just to block the spit from me. And her parents kind of like grabbed her and had her sit down. Well, she fought. It was her mom on one side and her dad on the other. She was the only child. She was in the middle seat. She fought them, trying to turn around and spit at us some more. And she did. She turned around, and a third time. Now, when I say spit, I mean she was, but spit was going everywhere, right? How would you have reacted? I need to know what you guys would have done. Before I tell you what we did, I need to know what you would have done.
She adds a little bit more here.
Another thing that I probably could have mentioned just for fun is that both of her parents were wearing a mask. She obviously was not. And they clearly had no control. 2 adults could not control a 4-year-old child. Anyway, now go ahead and tell me what you would have done.
All right.
Okay, the first thing I wouldn't have done was make a video about it. That's just such narcissism.
Okay, well,
but I'm glad you presented the scenario, so now we
Yes.
can discuss it.
Well, I present it for a couple reasons. I like you, now think that everybody wants to get attention for whatever they do.
I have a story for you.
Yes. And it used to
Don't
be...
forget to follow me.
Well, it used to be a...
Like and subscribe.
A story for you. Like, Beth would come home and go, oh, my God.
Yeah.
Donna and her husband went on a trip, and this kid spit all over him. blah, blah. It's a 3 or 4 year old kid, right?
Yeah.
Having had 3 or 4 year old kids, once they get attention doing something, they're going to keep doing it because they think it's funny.
Yeah,
I don't
like
think
baby Gronks.
I don't think they're. Yeah, I don't think it's registering exactly. And maybe somebody did that to the kid, and it's vibrating. It's funny. It's a funny sound. They're kids. The parent. Yeah, I mean, I think if I saw that happen and it was my kid, I'm putting them on my lap and I'm kind of crossing like this and I'm finding any other thing to distract them. I used to the guys would go, like, sometimes have to go to Wegmans, so you got everybody. I did not fight the kid when they wanted to sit on top. We would get that big, giant pain in the ass. I don't know if Wegmans still has it or not.
With the car in the front?
Yeah, it's the car, the whole thing. Jackson would sit on the roof. And, you're supposed to have him buckled in and stuff. And after a while, I just go, because some lady's like, you should have him buckled in. And I'm like, yeah, it's a parade float. He's just waving. He's just waving. But here's my thing. He's not spitting on you. He's not yelling and screaming. He's not doing anything. Jordan would get feisty. I could distract Jordan. Let's look for the letter B. Let's look for the color red. We would go up and down. We would see it. And then Jackson would find us, and he'd want to join in. And so you distracted the kids. That's what you did to keep them quiet. But it also made it fun for them because do you think they want to be cooped up in a fucking plane or in an aisle? No. Now, I get it, though. You can't have the kid spitting on you 3 times.
You handle it after 1.
Yeah, right.
You handle it.
The parents do.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the thing. Okay, didn't happen. She's saying, and again.
That's on the parents, then.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's on the parents.
Yes, I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Here's the other thing, though. When you hear this other part of the story, and then I have to tell you what this woman looks like and give you the whole thing. But we need to play this. She has a 5-minute video response to this. I know.
So she looks like a Karen.
She doesn't look like a Karen. That's the interesting thing. I know what you're saying. She doesn't.
More like
and maybe
Monica?
I'm wrong.
Maybe a Monica?
Maybe I'm wrong. But she doesn't. She's a blonde woman who looks to be... I'm gonna say in her.
Does she have a Stanley Cup?
She's got. It looks
pants?
like she's in her late 30s. She had what looked like a sleeve tattoo, a nose piercing, but made up, attractive woman, right? Seemed to be in decent shape.
No bunions.
Millennial Karen.
But so that's what I'm saying. But wait till you hear what's said on this thing. That it just doesn't add up to me. But then I have an answer. Here we go.
Alexis.
So honestly, the comments on this post were crazy. The number of people who said they wouldn't do anything, or it's just a child, or I would give her crayons or a toy or something. Like, I guess you don't understand how out of control she was. There was no talking to her. She was fighting to get over the seat, and as soon as she got over the seat, she was spitting. Like, there was no... I'm not negotiating with a child.
Well, I get that. Not negotiating with the child.
Not negotiating with young terrorists.
But I would talk.
But I also don't bring a coloring book and crayons just for random.
No, you shouldn't at all.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's rewarding crappy behavior too.
Right.
That'll get Deputy Hurley called.
Yeah, right.
Just spitting in my face. I'm not doing it. And then, thankfully, some other people were like, yeah, hell no, I'm not dealing with that. Because at first I was like, is everybody seriously gentle parenting these days? Because I'm not about it. Not about it. Not if you're spitting in my face. I have children. My children would never have done that. And then, yes, I considered the fact that maybe the child is special needs. Okay.
There's something that has nothing to do with what she's talking about that jumps out to me, and I can't not notice it.
Obviously, sometimes that's obvious and sometimes that is not. It was not obvious to me, but that doesn't mean that that's not the case. So I think that if that is the case and you're the parent, then you need to have some sort of plan, right? So I don't know what that is, whether that's you sit in the last row on the plane so that your kid can't go to the people.
Yes, I think I know what it is.
What?
This woman doesn't have kids herself.
Oh, no. She already said she has kids.
She said she has
yeah,
kids?
she said that in the beginning. My kids would never do, and she did say it here, too.
Oh, that's okay. All right.
Yeah. Well, pay attention, Dan.
Sorry.
Behind them, whether that's you bring a car seat and strap them in, whether that's you talk to your doctor about helping them have some medication so they can sleep on the plane. I don't know what that is, but whatever it is.
Well, a lot of people will give a kid Benadryl to help them sleep, or if there's anxiety, there is. You'll even hear pediatricians. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Benadryl is one I've heard trying to tire
I'm
the
going to
kids out.
drill you to sleep.
Yes, exactly. You're roofing your kid.
If it works on the plane, it works on the weekends.
The answer is never that they're just allowed to spit in somebody else's face. So what did we do? When my husband lost his school, the very first time that she did it, we both were just so shocked, and the parents acted like they cared, but I'm not really sure that they did, because it then wouldn't have happened a second and a third time, right? And then there was other people in the comments that are like,
What?
They didn't.
What?
They didn't care.
Oh, clearly.
They didn't give a shit.
Yeah. Which is surprising to me, because I would be mortified. Like, I really would. If my kid was interfering with somebody, like making them uncomfortable, now I'm nervous. I'm upset.
or at least the parents were trying. If I was trying to not have my kid spit in your face, I promise you it would not happen more than once. So I don't know how it got off to a second and a third time. But after the third time, my husband very sternly said to the parents, if you don't get your kid under control, I'll do it for you. And why don't you put a mask on her? You guys are both wearing masks. Why doesn't she have a mask? If you can't control her, put a mask on her. And they didn't really do, it was kind of bizarre. They seemed to be scrambling around a lot, but not doing anything. Then the mom yelled back at him and said, if you had kids, maybe you'd understand. To which my husband replied, we have 5 children and 6 grandchildren, and I promise you not a one of them would do something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
6 grandchildren.
Yeah.
She's how old?
I'm going by just looking at her now. Who knows? Who knows? But this is TikTok, and it doesn't look like a lot of filters. I'm thinking she's the second wife. He has grandkids, biological. She's not their biological. She may be. Yeah. They may have biological children together.
Yeah. He's the sugar daddy.
But I'm
joking.
I'm joking. It could be. I don't know.
Maybe.
And then the flight attendant,
she looks like somebody who's of means, right?
Yes.
Came over and immediately was like, oh, absolutely not. So went and got her a mask, said, you can't do that. You need to put a mask on. You're going to need to put a mask on her.
All right. She goes on and on and on. Can you pick out the thing that was jumping out to me that you could hear? Anybody?
It was a clicking sound.
It was her swallowing.
Yeah.
She swallowed. Like, I've never heard it. I go, oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why he married her.
She swallows too much. I never thought I'd say that about a woman, but she swallows too. Like, everything was swallowing. It was annoying the shit out of me.
And then everybody else in the comments who was stating maybe you could ask to be moved. It was a full flight. There was nowhere to go.
Swallow.
There's no one who would have wanted to trade places anyway. It
she got a lot of saliva in there.
That everybody
it's a very wet mouth.
5 rows up to the side she caught it. Knew what was happening and heard what was going on. So nobody would have wanted to trade seats.
All right. Anyway, she goes on.
So you and I would go to morning show boot camp. We went 2 years in a row together.
Yeah.
First year was Nashville. Second year was New Orleans.
What child did we run into there?
I did. You were on a separate flight. I was on a flight with Houseman. You had to take a separate flight for some reason. I don't know. Or you were in the back.
His contract.
So this Asian family, they have 2 kids, right? So this is one of those.
Hello?
This is one of those planes where there's 2 seats in the left column and 3 seats on the right. So the parents both sit to the right with the little girl they had, the younger girl, in the middle, and then they put the 7-year-old boy next to me, and the kid would not leave me alone the entire effing flight. And I had a migraine, and I'm trying to sleep, and I'm trying to relax, and he keeps nudging me and putting, hey, you want to hear something cool? And he's showing me some video games. Hey, you want to check this out? Hey, do you have a microphone? I want to talk into your iPad, your iPod. I'm like, well, it's not an iPod. It's a Sansa. I'm broke. And he kept bugging me. And the parents, oh, yeah, very funny. I'm like, no, this isn't funny. How about one of the parents sits next to me, because I'm the stranger, and you move your 2 kids next to the window, and the mom sits on the aisle seat.
We used to always do that with the kids.
They thought it was hilarious. I'm like, no, leave me the F alone, man.
It's hard when your kid starts becoming a burden. Now,
I'm up since 3 o'clock in the morning. I got a migraine.
Here's the thing that I don't like doing. I'm never going to tell somebody how to parent their kid. I will. Without having kids, I would love to tell people. I wouldn't tell anybody how to parent their kid because I don't know what's going on.
Punched in the face.
I'm getting like a short window of their life, right? I can't.
Yeah.
But if the kid's spitting, I may say, hey, can you keep her down? She's spitting all over.
But you make something up.
Here.
Hey, look, I have an autoimmune disease.
No, you could. I mean, I guess you could. I would just say, is there any way to try to keep the kid? But I'm not going to do that.
I'll spit on you.
Now, I will tell you.
How did telling people how to parent work out for you on Father's Day, Dan?
It was very sad because I had nobody to talk to.
Didn't your brother yell at you?
No,
that was a couple weeks ago. You told the story about where your brother's like, "I'll handle it with the kid."
You yelled at this kid?
Oh yeah. No, I mean, my brother and sisters, my brothers and sister rather, all like complain about each other's parenting to me, and then when I give them advice, well, what do you know? You don't have any kids.
Yeah, right. Well, the thing is, like, okay, fair enough. So we used to have rotating parties every like Friday, Saturday. We would get together at a different neighbor's house. And there were 3 neighbors, and all of a sudden this new couple gets introduced, and I don't know who knew them. They were young, and they had a kid that was in I think my oldest son's class, who was maybe kindergarten or first grade at the time, and I think it was the guy. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. So the kids are down to it's a little boy. They're downstairs in the basement and they're playing. And we had what we called a Geronimo mat. It was a giant, just stuffed beanbag, but a huge one that the boys could jump off the stairs into this stuffed thing. Do
the Macho Man elbow drop from the top rope.
So I used to call it was the Geronimo mat. You could jump in Geronimo. So they're downstairs, and I go down there to kind of check on them, and Jackson asks, they're wrestling, and this one kid's getting pretty physical with Jackson. And I'm kind of going, well, don't just stand there, like, push him back or
Kick
something.
His ass.
Right, but I don't want to. Now, I've also had a couple of cocktails. So I'm not interfering too much. I might go, hey, let's slow down, whatever. You guys good?
Rings the bell, puts him in a corner, gives him a couple
Jackson
combinations.
wants to put on a Spider-Man mask. Okay, it's over the hood.
Oh, we want to act this out?
The full over the hood, full mask. It's not the old cheap shit with the elastic band. This is like a fabric, all it. Well, he puts it on, and it's crooked, and it's wrong, and the kid sees he can't see him and comes up and just kind of goes, pop, 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 pop. So I go, whoa, stop, and I start helping Jackson turn around. The kid comes back again. So I go, wait till he gets the mask on. So the kid does, so we do it. Now we're straightening it out. He can see through the eye holes and all, and the kid does it again. And this time I pick him up, and I toss him onto the Geronimo mat. And I go, just hang on. Well, that freaked the kid out. Like, freaked the fucking kid out. But I didn't think anything of it.
Right.
The kid's eyes got as big as saucers. I go, you're not in trouble. Just wait. Blah, blah, blah. So I leave. I go upstairs, finish the night. Everybody leaves to go home, and
then everybody's got their own post-game show.
Hang on.
Bill passes out.
Hang on. No, Bill doesn't pass out, but Bill pulled a pretty pussy move, to be quite honest with you. So they are the only ones that drove because everybody is across the street or right next door. That's it. So there's the car, and they're just sitting in the driveway for a really, really long time. And I'm going, oh, boy. And all of a sudden, one of the neighbors comes in and goes, hey, did something happen with their son downstairs and blah, blah, blah? And I go, oh, fuck, here we go. So I said, yeah, I mean, the boys were wrestling, and I just kind of separated them. That was it. And she goes, oh, all right. So she goes out, and she's like telling now the hens are getting right. So I go, fuck this, I'm going to bed. So I shoot upstairs. I'm in bed. And the next thing I know, I'm coming down, and now I'm like in a robe. And this woman's going, well, if there was a problem, and she's right, why didn't you tell me? And I go, because I thought I handled it. It's boys being boys. I didn't yell at your son. I didn't do anything. I did. I tossed him onto this mat because he kept coming at my kid as I'm trying to help him put a mask on. I'm not saying don't hit my kid. I'm going, wait till he can see you so he can hit you back or block it. That's all. That's all I'm saying. But so I tossed this kid. It became such a fucking thing. They were there for like 45 more minutes. There was all this explanation. Why didn't you come get us? If there was a problem with the boys. Now I think even people who shared a space with me in that house, I think they aligned on the other side, if I recall. All of a sudden, I'm like this. I'm this monster. that. So that taught me right then and there. I'm not fucking telling anybody's kid to do shit ever. I don't at all. Because even if they were over at the pool, I may say, hey, man, and I would say it in front of the parents, some pool rules in case anybody's running. I don't want anybody tripping or falling or slipping. So let's try to keep them running a minimum, and let's not jump on top of each other. Other than that, have a great time.
And 3 days later, Bill met this kid's lawyer.
No,
Connors.
but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to get involved. Like, that was the thing. I became such a fucking thing. The rest of my weekend was just fucking shot. It was completely shot. And I go, I don't want to deal with this.
No.
I don't want to tell somebody how to do their. All I was doing, and I wasn't even telling them.
Yes.
Like, I didn't even go upstairs and go, oh boy, your kids are real. I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I just figured I handled it. It was over. Oh my God, it became the biggest fucking thing. Because this kid then said, I put hands on him. That's what it was. I put hands on him. And I did. I had just kind of tossed him off to the side a little bit. Gently. I didn't like body slam him. I go, hey, buddy.
It's not like you choked
But this
Sam.
is like the third time. It was the third time. And I just
Right.
went, hey, buddy. I go, wait a second over there. And then he was like, so everything exploded from there. You know? And I remember as a kid.
It's hard with us other people's
But that's
kids.
the thing. When we were kids, you played in the neighborhood.
Yes.
Yeah.
It didn't
Made
matter.
the rules.
No,
It didn't
somebody's
ma- it didn't
parents
matter
yelled
who-
at you.
Yeah, it didn't matter whose worst house you were fucking
No,
around.
I
You got
remember
smacked.
the Stanleys, somebody's shot a BB gun and it went through their window or something, and they're screaming, and they're like, we all scattered. But yeah. But I mean, I think our parents got called. I think my brother and another kid at a campground, he was like 5 or 6. They some man was on the toilet and he was obviously expelling some gas. So they both stuck their head under his stall and go, are you okay in there? I hear noises. And the man got really mad and came out and he's yelling, and he came to our campground and goes, you need to keep your kid. My father's like, what? He goes, yeah, I'm in there. And I think they kept going, are you pooping? But they were like, they may have been 4. Kevin may have been 4 years old, but it was him and another kid. So
Was that when your dad was still drinking too?
yeah, he was, but I don't think to that. I don't know. So he was cool. He just said, we had a conversation. We don't do that. That is the thing. Stay out of that bathroom. Blah blah blah. That was it. Right? Over. Now somebody's kid spitting. I don't want your kid spitting.
No.
I get it. I just wouldn't make a TikTok about it.
Yeah. I mean,
But people were writing this woman going, I'm dying to know what happened.
I would have made up a story about having a communicable disease.
Yeah.
And, wanting to share that back.
But did you ever? Well,
I would have just punched the kid in the face.
Did you ever get in trouble? Like hockey, I would think you probably told a kid to shut up or something. Like in your car ever? Like if they're driving home and the kids are acting out, you ever?
No, they're usually pretty good.
Man, I remember in Little League, I would get a ride home with a family, and if we got too loud, Dad would start swerving, so you would bang your head against the window. It was a little Honda Civic, like in the 1980s.
Mm-hmm.
He would swerve, so your head would smash against the window and go, that'll teach you to shut up. That's what he would say.
I've brake checked the kids a couple times.
Well, anyway, I just thought that was like, oh my God. It ruined my entire weekend. So ever since then, I'm not telling you.
No, I get it.
Well, I guess from then on, I would
Let alone make a TikTok.
I may have gone and said, hey, listen, so-and-so. I think there was another time
Your kid's being an asshole.
where, no, I can think of another incident that ruined my entire, a bunch of neighbors went up to another neighbor's camp on a river. Everybody's fishing, having a good time. Their kid, one of the boys, right? One boy starts kind of getting at Jackson a little bit, maybe poking fun out of him, doing whatever, and did something. So Jackson then, it gets physical. I'm not around, and I hear he flips the kid over, and the kid lands on his back, and he was crying, and he was all upset. So something comes up about it, and the mother may not have known, and I go, yeah, I guess they got it. I guess it's just boys being boys, no big deal. And didn't talk to us for 6-7 months.
Oh, wow.
No, would not talk because how could we let our kid? And I'm like, they were boys being boys. No parent was around. We only found out because my kid flipped your kid onto his back and he got all upset. I go, we could just say, fellas, let's work it out. Cut the shit. You're boys. Rub dirt in it and let's go. That's it. And instead, it became this big fucking thing. To this woman's point of gentle parenting, I'm not sure that it's always the answer. I always say the rules of the playground should be the ones that go, right? If something happens, you fuck it. That's it.
When did we pivot to being such pussies?
I don't know.
Pussy parenting.
I don't know. I don't even know.
It's a great title for the show.
I can't even. What's that?
It's the supplements.
I don't know if it's pussy parenting or not. I'm not going to tell you how to parent your kid, but also don't tell me.
Yeah.
At the same time, because what I thought was boys, and I was a boy. I can't tell you how many little scraps I got in as a kid. It happened all the time, And I remember doing the same thing. I flipped the kid. He was crying. He ran in and told his mom. And his mom's like, shut up. Get outside.
Right.
But he was the youngest of 5 boys. So maybe that's the difference. I don't know.
Pussy.
Yeah, all right. All right. Kevin has put together a game with a theme. Kevin's new thing is themes.
By the way, I remember in Little League, a kid's grandma called him a pussy.
What?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Called the kid a pussy?
Yeah,
I love this grandma.
But here's what happened: his father passed away, so he didn't have a dad in his life. So his mother tried to overcompensate by "Be a man, Thomas, be a man." And his grandmother yelled like he's breathing into a paper bag, like in a Little League game. His grandmother goes, "Stop being a pussy, Thomas!" And my father and I looked at each other like, "Oh my gosh!"
What names have been changed to protect the innocent?
No.
It was actually Dan and his grandma.
Watch.
And this kid was really good; like he was talented.
Maybe Thomas was having like an asthma attack and could die. All right, Grandma. You know what I'm saying?
It was this pussy peanut allergy.
By the way, what kid knows how to breathe in a paper bag? He had to be taught by somebody,
Yeah,
right?
apparently, yeah. But he was like breathing in a paper bag.
Don't be a pussy. All right, we'll take a moment. Don't be a pussy. JoJo Bistro and Wine Bar is the perfect place to wind down after work. Just minutes from home in the village of Pittsford and the village of Webster. JoJo Bistro and Wine Bar offers a great happy hour. They don't just have specials on wine, but on beer and cocktails. Their $5 margaritas and mules are a steal and dangerously tasty. Special happy hour snacks are available as well. Stop in Monday through Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. at JoJo Bistro and Wine Bar. An RV is a great way to go on vacation with all the comforts at home. And if you're an RV enthusiast, I want you to get to the biggest event of this season. It's the tent sale at Myers RV going on right now at 3342 Caledonia Avon Road. They have extended hours, Monday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. They have special pricing in all 2023 and 2024 models because the 2025s are arriving soon and they need to clear out all remaining new inventory. You know who benefits? You do. Check out unbeatable deals. RVs starting at just $11,995. Motorhomes starting at just $79,895. Plus, you can register to win a 3-day, 2-night Class C RV rental, no purchase necessary. Perfect chance to try before you buy. Catch special pricing on the all-new Brinkley Model Z fifth wheels and Model G toy haulers. These are designed for adventure. And that's not all. Enjoy free hot dogs, soft drinks, snacks on the weekends. It's all happening at Myers RV of Caledonia, 3342 Caledonia Avon Road. Come for the deals, stay for the fun. See you at Myers RV of Caledonia's tent sale. Did you ever cover this song?
No, I tagged it at the end of Rockin' the Free World once, but I've never covered it. I would love to. The cool thing about this song is that you had to have a female voice singing the Mary Clayton part. And my wife could do that, so.
I smell a duo. I smell a new duo.
There's a great story about how Mary Clayton sang back. Wasn't she at a church when they were recording this, and they just brought her in? Or
No. It is not the story.
Okay, there is a story to it.
There is a story. They did Exile on Main Street. Things got really messy. They all moved to France. They did like a farewell London tour or England tour, and they moved to France, the Stones, and they started recording, and they couldn't find any place. So then they had a mobile recording truck. So they decided that the house that Keith was living in, the basement, had a bunch of different rooms that they could separate the drums and the guitars. And so they were recording and stuff. But everybody was coming around, partying. There were drugs. It was taken for fucking ever. There was all this shit. And people, I think they had 8 guitars stolen and shit. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. Because people knew it was the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
They were, okay. So, and Keith lived there, and I think Charlie lived with Keith, stayed with Keith when they were all living in France. But Mick and Bill Wyman lived far away, so it would take forever for them to get over to wherever it was. He was with Bianca in Paris at the time, Mick. So there's a great story about, I think, the song that I absolutely love, which kicks it off, which is called Why am I thinking? I just played it last night from Gimme Shelter. Rocks Off. And there was an engineer there. And he goes, we would start recording at like 6, 7 at night, and you wouldn't end until the sun was coming up. And then Keith had a boat, and they would jump on the boat, and they would go over to like Morocco and stuff. And they would see all these big yachts, and they were like exiled. Nobody wanted to kind of deal with them because they were these ugly rock stars. So that's where Exiled on Main Street came from, and they threw in Main Street because everywhere in America had a Main Street. So they were exiled on Main Street. Exiled on Main Street for boats was their thing. So Keith passes out, and the engineer goes, oh, fuck it, I'm going home. So he has about a half-hour ride back to his place in France. Gets back, and the phone's ringing, and it's Keith. He goes, where are you? And he goes, well, where the fuck do you think I am? I just answered the phone home. I'm here. He goes, well, get back here. I came up with the riff, and I need you back here right now. And that became Rocks Off, and it's that. Yeah. I fucking love that song. It is the rawest. To me, it is the quintessential Stone song. But this song with Mary Clayton, so they were looking for a woman, and it was the middle of the night. And they were calling around, and they found out that Mary Clayton, for whatever reason, was in France. So somebody went and woke her up in the middle of the night. She came in a robe or like a night coat or whatever.
Oh, wow.
And she sang. Now, the rumor is that she was pregnant at the time and suffered a miscarriage from hitting the high notes. That's the rumor. I'm not sure where the truth is to that. You can watch a documentary called 20 Feet from Stardom. It's about backup singers. It's on Netflix. And Mary's in there. And she talks about having the miscarriage. She does not seem to attribute it to singing the Stones. She does say she was woken up in the middle of the night, ushered off into this French castle. That was where Keith was living. And, and sang with the Stones and did a couple takes with them, and they loved it, and that was it. And then she went home, and she had a miscarriage, she said, shortly after that. She doesn't seem to attribute the two. I'd have to watch it again. But it's a pretty interesting documentary, and it's great. It's about all backup singers from, people who then tried to make it themselves, but only really made it as backup singers. So I just found it interesting. But sorry.
No, that was
long explanation.
No, that's a great
for your
story.
thing.
No, well, Sheryl Crow was a backup singer for Michael Jackson.
Sure.
And she eventually made it, but they're like 1 in 10,000.
Captain and Tennille was a backup singer on The Wall for Pink Floyd.
Oh, was she?
Yeah. So
Lou Gramm was a backup singer for Bryan Adams during Cuts Like a Knife. They were recording in the same studio, and
I didn't know this.
And Mick Jones was doing his normal thing, so Lou's just sitting around, waiting to okay, when's the next song?
Fascinating.
And Bryan Adams needed a backup singer, so the na 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 na. Yeah, that's Lou Gramm.
No shit.
Yeah,
did not know that. Did you know that?
No,
I did not know that.
It's Scott Petoniak's book.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I read some of it.
Jukebox Hero.
I did not read the whole thing, but it was good. There were some stories in there. I didn't know that at all.
Mm-hmm.
And John Cicada was in the Sound Machine.
He was in the Sound Machine. My father loved John Cicada.
Miami and the Sound Machine?
Yeah.
Or was it Gloria Estefan?
He was fantastic. He's fantastic.
That's interesting because and the Beatles have sung backup for the Stones, and the Stones sung backup for the Beatles. The Beatles.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought they hated each other.
No, even now, McCartney's on a couple tracks on the new album playing bass. Okay. That fuzzy bass sound is him. No, early on, you're right. We were certainly, it would appear you got the sort of clean cut Beatles that everybody loved, and then you had the Satanic Majesties, the Rolling Stones, that were just fucking a little wilder, which was way more attractive to my personality. But yeah, I think the Beatles wrote an early song that the Stones turned into a hit, but they gave it to him.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah.
No kidding.
John Lennon and Paul McCartney wrote it, allegedly.
Hunger Strike by Temple the Dog.
Yeah.
It's really Pearl Jam with Chris Cornell.
Yes.
And it's a tribute album to Andy Wood, who was the lead singer of Mother Love Bone. He OD'd, so they did a tribute album. They were roommates. And Eddie Vedder is part of Pearl Jam, and they're just starting to record 10. And so he's just sitting there watching the guys record, and Chris Cornell gets up to sing his line, and then there's nothing there. So Eddie just grabs a mic and just starts repeating the line that Cornell sang, and it became their hit.
But what was it with those bands? Because they had a lot of crossover bands. Like all the guys in Pearl Jam, they had other bands.
Yeah,
there was Mud, and there was Brad. Somebody had a band named Brad.
Stone Gossard had a band called Brad.
Which had albums. Like they put out records.
Green River was the band before Mother Love Bone. So Green River was like Mudhoney and Pearl Jam, really, without Eddie Vedder. Eddie Vedder was in San Diego at that point. Then, Green River breaks up. Mark Arm starts Mudhoney. Stone Gossard and Jeff Ament start Mother Love Bone with Andy Wood from a band called Malfunction. They start playing. Then, Soundgarden's coming of age. Yeah. And Nirvana's doing their own thing.
Right.
Nirvana really wasn't the Nirvana that we know today with Dave Grohl. They had a different drummer then.
Yeah, they did.
And then when Pearl Jam became big, they were also recording Temple of the Dog's first record as a tribute with Chris Cornell writing the songs, and then Stone Gossard writing songs, and then they kind of recorded that and 10 at the same time, different record companies. Then later, Mike McCready decided to team up with Lane Staley of Alice in Chains and Barrett Martin of Screaming Trees to John Baker Saunders to write a Mad Season album. And that was actually pretty phenomenal, too.
It's just a lot
and then
of
two of those guys OD'd, and Lane Staley, obviously.
Yeah.
I think J.B. Saunders, too. But, it's just so weird how they all knew each other. They weren't rivals. They actually all teamed up and worked together.
I think the same thing sort of with the Beatles and the Stones to a certain degree.
Ann Wilson, today's her birthday. Right?
Yeah.
So she's in Heart, right? So she's wearing spandex, and she's still coming out of the 80s, and she's thinking these 90s fans don't want to talk to her, and they're all like, oh, no.
They loved her.
Tell us how you do this. They were all obsessed. She's I couldn't believe it. I thought they'd hate me.
Yeah.
But they all loved. Now, the one band that they didn't really like was Queensryche.
Yes.
And it was because Queensryche was they were incredibly talented, but they were different.
Yeah, they were a little Sorry. All right, Kevin.
Sorry.
Kevin's got a game. That's all right. We went off for 10 minutes. Kevin's got a game. So this is closest to the pin. Mm-hmm. You got to name. Tell me if you
get a point for the artist. You get a point for the title.
Mm-hmm.
There's 8 songs.
Artist.
And they all have a theme tying them together.
Okay.
So if you figure out the theme, you can jot it down. That'll get you an extra 5 points at the end.
Okay.
And we're just gonna do it close to the pin.
So all these songs have one theme.
They all tie together with.
They all tie together with one theme.
Okay.
There's a theme throughout the thing. You got to try to.
There used to be a Buffalo jock with the St. Catharines named Iron Mike Benson.
Yeah.
And he used to do this thing called the 2 o'clock teaser. He'd play 4 songs in a row, and if you could guess the theme,
right,
you win tickets to some concert in Toronto.
All right. Well, you're not getting tickets.
Well, I'll send you to somebody in Toronto.
Okay.
Right. Here we go.
Justin Timberlake. Yeah.
DWAI.
I heard he's got even more problems than that right now. But go on.
Oh, hold on.
We're fumble on the goal line. Here we go.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Should I hit the other thing? Should I go
Oh, by the way, Mudhoney played in Rochester 2 months ago at Kodak or the Photo City. Photo City Improv.
Why is it?
Who did?
Mudhoney.
Oh, really?
Can you believe that?
Oh, there we go. Now we're good.
All right, here we go.
But why is it not?
And that's not now. It's not coming through.
Okay, here it is.
Is it now?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I know this.
Middle of my. Go ahead. All right, that's number 1. Don't say anything yet.
Okay. I think I already know the theme.
Oh, write it down if you think you know it, but don't say it.
Okay. Songs Kevin cried to.
Ready for the next one?
Well, this is playing right now, right?
This is number 3.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Let me rock it, Chaka Khan. Let me rock it, that's all I wanna do. Chaka Khan. Let me rock it, Chaka Khan. Let me rock it, cause I feel for you. Chaka Khan, what you tell me what you wanna do? Do you feel for me the way I feel for you? Chaka Khan, let me tell you what I wanna do. I wanna love you, wanna hug you, wanna squeeze you too. But let me take it in my arms, let me feel you with my charm, Chaka. Cause you know that I'm the one to keep you warm, Chaka.
Sounds like an 80s sitcom theme at the beginning.
It does.
It is not Alan Thicke.
You wanna know if I care for you? You ought to know by now.
Okay.
'80s had long intros, long posts.
They did.
Long posts, none of the synthesizer.
It's 96 degrees in downtown Rochester. This is Mayor Pete Kennedy on 98 PXY, the #1 hit music station.
When you were mine, I gave you all my money, time after time. You done me wrong, just like a train. Let all my friends come over and meet you.
This is number 7, right?
Yes. It's from her stalker. Shit, I just blew the theme. Songs from Bill Stalker.
Oh,
And when the song came out, it's huge in 3rd grade.
that's great. 3rd grade. All right, what do we got?
Last one.
Last one. Here it comes.
Are you wasting my time? Are you just being kind? Oh no, baby, my love isn't blind. Are you wasting my time? Are you just being kind? Don't give me one of your lines. Say what you mean what you say. Don't go and throw our love away. Strike me dead if I did
Good?
you wrong.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think so. I don't.
All right, so I think you know the theme, so we'll come to you last on that when we
Okay.
get to that point.
Okay.
But we'll go through the songs here. First one,
I said Bengals Manic Monday. I
Yeah.
might have the band wrong.
I said Cyndi Lauper Manic Monday.
it's Bengals Manic Monday.
Okay.
2 points for you, 1 point for Dan.
Okay. Shinehead O'Connor.
Yeah. Nothing compares
Nothing
to you.
compares to you.
Yep.
Bonus points if you get her Islamic name.
I don't know it.
I think you just did it. Shinehead.
Is this Shalimar?
It is not.
I wrote Sheena Easton. I don't know. I but only because, but I don't know the song.
You got it, Sheena Easton.
Yeah, I had a
Sugar
feeling.
Walls.
Okay.
Was Sheena Easton and Sheena E the same girl?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, my Sugar Walls.
Chaka Khan.
Chaka Khan.
Feel for you.
Yeah.
Chaka
Khan.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't write Feel for You, so I only get 1 point.
What'd you write?
I didn't write anything.
Shaka Khan?
I just wrote Chaka Khan. That's all I wrote.
Shaka Khan by
But
Shaka
I knew it was
Khan.
Chaka Khan.
Kenny Rogers.
Yeah, Kenny Rogers,
This
you
guy.
ought to know.
Roasters.
You're my love.
Oh, You're My Love, so I only get 1 there, too. Okay.
Old women loved Kenny Rogers.
He's a handsome guy, and a beard.
apparently he came to the B, and when he left, before he gets on the bus, he goes, "This is when they lived in."
Bill smelled the couch cushion.
This is before they worked in High Falls. They had these bad ratty studios in Midtown. He goes, "By the way, this place here is a dump." I said the Bengals.
No. So I wrote down it's either Cyndi Lauper or somebody Fox with 2 X's, and I can't remember her first name.
Nikki Fox?
Samantha Fox.
But I can't have it because I didn't write down Samantha Fox.
Well, it's not Samantha Fox.
I wrote Cyndi Lauper.
It is Cyndi Lauper.
Okay. But I don't know the song.
See, I got her and the Bengals switched.
When You Were Mine.
Oh, When You Were Mine. Okay. So 1. I'm getting a lot of 1s here.
1s add up, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jungle Love by The Time.
Yeah, I wrote Mars Day in the Time. That's what
we'll give it to you
because I thought it was Mars Day in the Time because the only reason
it's The Time Jungle Love.
Oh, it is.
We'll give you Mars Day.
Here's the only reason why because of the theme.
Yeah,
I know the theme.
Yeah,
I knew the theme 2 songs and I got it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I know you did.
Yeah.
All right. So
and then the last one.
All right. So actually, I shouldn't get anything.
You got The Time. We'll give it to you.
Well,
this is Madonna.
I get 1.
It is Madonna.
Holy cow!
Shit! Really? I wrote "Wasting My Time."
Are you wasting my time?
Love Song.
Love song. Okay.
So I got 0 on that one.
So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
and
6,
then
7,
the
8,
theme.
9.
I said the theme was songs written by Prince.
That is the theme.
Yeah, good job.
So I end up with 14.
I love this game, Kevin. I don't know why, because I'm not very good at the music stuff. The Chaka Khan one I got. All right, so Danny, what did you get? I
got 14. If you
4, I don't think I got 14. I got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 5. I think
14.
we
tied.
tied.
So we have to go to a shootout.
14. All right. I was very excited that I got the theme because I had no idea.
Prince was got this guy named Mickey Free. Now Mickey Free is not a girl. Everyone's like Charlemagne's got this new girl. Mickey Free is not a girl.
I've got some other ones that I've written that have that the theme.
He did a great one.
You probably won't get the theme on a couple of them I've written.
All right. Well, I didn't get the American Idol theme, but I couldn't get the songs. Except I should have gotten it with the Harry Connick Jr. Like I just didn't go there, but it was great. I love this. Really good work.
It is good.
Good work, Kevin.
By the way, you know that Chappelle sketch where like Prince challenges
in basketball,
Shirley Murphy, they all come out dressed as the Revolution. So apparently there's a picture that's gone viral in the last month or so of Prince standing over Charlie Murphy with his foot on his chest with a basketball as if he like just beat him. Now I think it's got to be fake.
Yeah.
Okay, but
they're both dead. We'll never know.
We'll never know, right?
They're both dead.
But they asked Prince about it on a radio station. Hey, Prince, we got to ask you one last question. That story about Charlie Murphy. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
He goes, I didn't know you're that good. Nah, Charlie's just that bad. And he goes, did you serve him pancakes afterwards? Well, I didn't make them, but yeah.
That's so great. All right, we will close it out for tonight. Tomorrow we'll be live at Finger Lakes,
or tonight by the time you're listening.
Gaming and Racetrack, right? The Comedy Caravan. I'll be emceeing. It's Dougie Fresh. It's Greg Owens. It starts at 7. It goes till 9.
Greg Allman.
I'll be there for the podcast, but once you guys start doing comedy, I'm gonna go play slots.
Okay, all right. That's fair. But come on out. All you need is to be 18 years old and have a valid ID. That's it. They'll have drink specials. It'll be a lot of fun. Come hang out and then maybe play slots after. Maybe make some money.
Is that right at the bar?
There's a room called Remedy. It's the Remedy. So it's off
right
as
when
you walk
in
and you turn to your left.
Yeah, I performed there. Yeah.
You performed there.
I performed a few times, yeah.
Great stage.
Yes.
So it really looks like a nice room.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see how this goes. I think it's the first time they're doing comedy out there. So come out, support. It is the Comedy Caravan.
If the comedy's bad, see me on the smoking deck. I'll be running the illegal dice game.
That's nice. Yeah, it's really good. Thank you.
Clackety clack clack.
I appreciate all that stuff. For Dan Barillo, who knew the theme right away. For Kevin Muir, putting together, I love the game. That's right. Danny, who's going to parent your kids? Don't spit on them on an airplane. I'm kidding. I'm Bill Moran. We'll see you at the Finger Lakes Gaming and Racetrack tomorrow.
Hotel, didn't know what to do.